Hi everyone, welcome to watergoddesstarot. So today we're looking into how are people viewing you currently. For the same, we have 3 images, 3 piles to choose from. I'll show you the close-ups as well. This is pile number 1. This is pile number 2. And this is pile number 3. You can pause the video, take your time and choose the image that you feel drawn to the most intuitively. Now before I begin with pile number 1, I want to say that this entire reading is someone else's perception of you. This might or might not be true to who you are for real. So just take the messages accordingly, alright? Now let's just begin with pile number 1. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So let's figure out how are people viewing you currently. For you we have Knight of Swords in reverse, 3 of Wands in reverse. Open your heart to love. Connect with your ancestors. And here we have intuition. I will cover this up. I don't know how visible this is going to be. I'll use another crystal. I'll use this one. Better. Now pile number 1, people are viewing you as someone who is very hardworking, but at the same time very impulsive as well. Okay, if you really like something or if you really want to do something, you do not think twice. So this is mesmerizing and scary at the same time. Mesmerizing for those who get inspired by you and scary for those who are intimidated by your risk-taking ability. Okay? People are also viewing you to be someone who's quite lucky. They feel that whatever you do, no matter how many ups and downs come in your life, you always stand up on your own 2 feet. Yes, you can kind of, just take a break sometimes, but you always come back stronger, or you always pick yourself up, figure out a way and make sure that things work out for you. So this talks about your zeal, your passion, your determination and your willpower. You're being viewed as someone who's very strong, and this is not mere physical strength. Here people feel inspired by you. I'll be really honest, I strongly feel that there are a lot of people who look up to you, who want to be like you. Either you teach them something, or there's something about your journey or the way you carry yourself that's very inspiring, that kind of makes them feel that pull towards you, that they just sit with themselves and they're like, you know what, if I really want to learn something, I better learn that from pile number 1 and their journey, because the way they carry themselves, even if their world has fallen apart, the way they pick themselves up, the way they never give up, I want to be like pile number 1. So it's that kind of an energy. There's something about your attitude, that never give up attitude that you have. That's what people are really noticing. And they're just thinking to themselves that, you know what, if pile number 1 can do it, then so can I. If pile number 1 can pick themselves up so many times and start from zero, start from scratch, then so can I. So they're just looking, I'd say, out of admiration towards you. There's a lot of admiration that I can sense coming from the people who are, talking about you, or the people whose energy I'm tapping into at this point of time. You're very knowledgeable. Okay, you could be someone who's a jack of all trades, or you could be very good at what you do. There's something that you have a lot of knowledge about. It's just your ambition, the way you look at life, the way you're ready to take risks. Even though we do not have the energy of the Fool over here, but somewhere down the line I am able to channel that energy intuitively, where I feel that people are viewing you to be someone who is that Fool. And that Fool here I'm addressing as the tarot card, okay, not the other way around. Before somebody just, kind of just jumps and says to me in the comment, oh, you called me a fool, etc., etc. So it's specifically for those people. But then let's just come back to business. So here I feel that you have that energy. Someone who's young, vivacious, wanting to take risks in life, not really worrying about the repercussions. Yes, it doesn't work out always, but even if it doesn't work out, still that Fool kind of knows how to work around their own whims, or just life for that matter. So people are viewing you to be someone who's always willing to take that leap of faith. Yes, you can be reckless sometimes, but it's absolutely okay, because you know how to pick yourself up. And that is very admirable about you. People are also viewing you to be someone who's very blessed, and they feel that you have the protection of your ancestors, or there's a lot of spiritual protection that you have, that you naturally have. Why? Because you're very intuitive, okay? You are very intuitive. People know, people have seen, people strongly feel that there's something about your intuition that is wonderfully, beautifully, so mesmerizing, because either, you have been intuitive in front of people and they have observed how your predictions have come true, or whatever you've said about someone, that has turned out to be true. You need not be a reader or a channeler for that. It's just about the way you carry yourself, the way you take risks in life, the decisions you make, the words you speak. Everything carries a vibration, everything is energy. So people not just observe you, but they also absorb your vibes. And out of that observation, people are currently viewing you to be someone who's very intuitive, who's very connected, who has some kind of spiritual backing. You might not have a lot of support in the physical world, in the 3D world, but people are viewing you to be someone who has a lot of blessings and support from the other side. This could be your lineage, this could be your ancestors, this could be your spirit guides, your angels, God for that matter, or any kind of energy that you believe in. There's spiritual protection. You're highly protected. People view you to be someone who's very protective, who is very well taken care of, and nobody can harm you. Let me tell you that. And I'm not the one who's saying this. People are viewing you to be someone who cannot be harmed. Now, why they feel this way is because no matter how many times you fall down, you always pick yourself up. If you have enemies, see, we all have, right? So there's a high possibility that people who are jealous of you, they might have tried to send something your way. And yes, it might have affected you, but the intensity of it was not enough to kind of shake your paradise. You're someone who always, again, I want to repeat that same thing, you always stand up on your own 2 feet. Where people feel that you're destroyed, you show them that the game is not over. So this is something that's so magnetic about you. You leave people feeling very confused because they just feel that you're divinely protected, okay? People are viewing you to be someone who is very pure. There's something about your intent. You are a person of intent. For you, intention matters. And because you're someone whose intentions are so pure, is also why some people feel that, you know, you're so protected, because you operate from your heart space, because you have an open heart center, because you're so kind, you're so warm, you're so vulnerable, you're so giving, caring, affectionate. You think about others, you think about their happiness, you have something about either your voice or your aura that carries a lot of love, care, affection. There's this very motherly energy to you that people are able to pick up on, and they are viewing you as that person who is so soft, so vulnerable, so emotional, and so open at the same time. You are someone who has a very big heart. So they are viewing you to be someone who has a beautiful heart. Okay, and if you're someone who's single, you have a lot of people who want to court you, who want to date you, who want to get to know you on a deeper level. They know that you have walls. They know that they will have to kind of cross a bridge or an ocean to be able to enter into your energy field. Because even if you have a very soft heart to you, it's not kind of open for everybody to come and, you know, just become a part of your inner circle. You're not that kind of a person. So you're being viewed to be someone who's kind of gatekeeping not your personality, but there's something about you protecting your own heart. People are viewing you to be someone who's very open, who's so lovable, and you're just giving me that googly woogly whoosh kind of cheeks, you know. I just want to just come and pull your cheeks. It's that kind of a feeling. So people are viewing you to be someone who's adorable, but it's not easy. It's not easy to come closer to you, because there's something about your stance, or there's something about the way you carry yourself that makes them feel that, you know, if I want to approach pile number one, I'd better approach them with honesty, with dignity, and with a clear intent, because that's what they want, because that's the kind of energy that they're going to entertain. So you have a lot of people who really want to date you, court you, and be in your inner circle, be close to you. And if you are in love with somebody, then that person really adores you and they want to take a step closer. Okay, they want to take a step closer to you, or they want to take this connection or relationship to the next level. Any which way, I just feel that there's someone who wants to let you know through this reading that they really want to kind of enter into your world and get to know you on a deeper level. And yes, this could be your future spouse also, because this energy is pure. Okay. People are also viewing you to be someone who's kind of saving themselves for the right person. If this makes sense to you, pile number one, then I can channel this message very strongly, where they're viewing you to be someone who is literally waiting for their future spouse. You're very selective when it comes to the dating world, and you're not an open book at all. You are secretive, you keep a lot to yourself, there's a lot of wisdom to you. You might come across to be someone who is whimsical, who is taking risks, blah blah blah, but then people also notice this fact about you, that you are calculative but energetically, not mentally, not logically. So when you're taking risks, it's not just about you being reckless about it. Somewhere down the line, it's an intuitive pull, you listening to your intuition. And that's why maybe things end up working out for you. Even if they do not in the first go itself, you create something better out of what did not work out, because that's the charm you carry, that's the power you have, that's how you operate in your daily life. Okay, so overall, pile number one, people are definitely viewing you in a very, very, very high light, and they just feel that no matter how deeper they get to know you, there is so much of depth to you that it is really going to take them a lifetime to be able to get to who you are for real, because you have a lot of layers to your personality and you're as deep as the ocean. And that is what is actually keeping people hooked onto you and your energy, and they're so damn interested in your life and in getting to know you on a deeper level, in becoming that person who is close to you so that they can learn a lot from you. All right? So pile number 1, as of now, this is what I have for you. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please do like, share, comment and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box as well as the pinned comment below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya! Hi pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So let's figure out how are people viewing you currently. For you we have the Sun upright, the Empress upright, everything's okay. One second. And here we have connect with fire. Okay, pile number 2. Now people are viewing you to be someone who is such a vivacious, infectious, happy person. In their eyes, you are nothing but a hopeless, optimistic individual who is lost in his or her world and is always working towards making the most of their everyday life. Okay, people are viewing you to be someone who is sunshine in human form, who's happiness in human form, who is so free, so connected to their inner child. I mean, people want to be like you. They wish they had the energy that you have. There's something about how you live your life or how you operate in your everyday life. There is this attitude of gratitude that you carry. There's always a smile on your face. You're just living as if it's your last day, enjoying the little things, dancing, just being busy in your own little world. I'm getting that vibe of someone who is a little delusional or who feels that, it's just me and my Delulu world, and Delulu is Solulu, what they say, right? I mean, however that goes, it's just like you're delusional, you're happy about it, you know how the real world functions, but you're still happy in your paradise, and you do not want anybody to come and just burst your bubble and make you feel like, oh, you're so burdened with so many responsibilities, blah, 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 life is like this, life is like that. No. You're like, I know how life is, but please do not come and give me the reality check, because I'm very happy in the world that I've created for myself. If I am able to look at life from my point of view, that is full of little things and happiness and joy and gratitude, then so be it. And people love your energy. People love, literally love your energy. It's very easy to give somebody a reality check and bring them back to kind of, telling them that, oh, this is how life works. But the people who kind of try to shake you from that place, somewhere down the line, they do it because your light makes them question the lie that they have been telling themselves. So it's projection. I don't know who needed to hear this, but this is what I'm hearing at this point of time for you. Anyway, now coming back to how are people viewing you currently. You have no idea, but you make so many people happy. I don't know if you have a platform to you. I don't know what you do for a living, but trust me when I say, whoever you've crossed paths with, you have made an impact on that person. you've taught that person something, and that something revolves around the way you live your life, the way you operate in your everyday life. There's so many people who just feel that, you are just, I don't know. I mean, you're such a happy little child. People are viewing you to be someone who's so very connected to your inner child. Okay, you just find happiness in little things. You're always smiling, always laughing, always giggling, just in your paradise, lost. You could be someone who loves flowers, or maybe you're someone who just steps out on a random day and brings yourself flowers, or maybe you could be fond of sunflowers, or there's someone, whenever they look at a sunflower, they just remember your face. If this message is for you, you will know, because if you have a personal relationship with sunflowers, you'll know that this is for you. But any which way, you are like that sun. You brighten up everyone's life. Trust me when I say that. Okay, and people love you. They love your energy, even if nobody has ever told you, or people are not coming and telling you, and you're feeling like, oh, nobody loves me, etc., etc. You have no idea how many people are literally obsessed with you and the vibe that you carry. You are the epitome of beauty, grace. There's so much of mothering energy to you, regardless of your gender. Okay, this is not a gender specific reading, or none of my readings are gender specific, and if there is something around the same, then I do mention it. But here I just want to tell you, there's something so beautiful about the way you carry yourself, the way you live your life. You are that person that whatever you touch, it literally turns into gold. You could be excellent at DIY, or you're very good at fixing things or fixing people. I don't know. Now don't come at me and say that, I'm not here to fix people, etc., etc. I'm simply a channeler. I'm telling you what I can hear. Maybe you fixed someone and you are clueless about it. But this is what people are saying. This is how they are viewing you. They're viewing you as someone, they just look at you and they're like, I wish you were mine. And this message I'm hearing from a romantic POV, okay? So you are everyone's, or rather many people's, the dream come true kind of a person, okay? People are viewing you to be someone who is very, very, very gorgeous to look at, beautiful to look at, handsome to look at, mesmerizing to look at. Your face card, 10 on 10, 11 on 10, okay? The way you dress up, the kind of clothes you wear. If you're a girl, the way you do your makeup, the way you put yourself together. Class apart, very feminine, and lovely to look at, okay? If you're a man, then again, the way you put yourself together, however you do it, even if you feel you're not looking good, but to the people who are actually looking at you, you are, you're just gorgeous. People are viewing you to be someone who's limitless. You don't limit yourself. I said before, right, that you are a little delusional. And this is again coming out very strongly, where people just feel that the outside world doesn't impact your inner paradise. You have kept your inner sanctuary so pure, so magical, that even if the world on the outside is falling apart, your inner world is so rich that it will continue to nurture you and take care of you, and you will not lose that whimsical energy that you have. Currently, people are viewing you to be someone who could be their future spouse. There are a little bit of similarities between pile number 1 and 2. Yet pile number 2 is also very different from that of pile number 1. But in case you were feeling drawn towards 1, then you can kind of, just go through it and see if it resonates with you, and otherwise it's absolutely okay. So the way you express yourself, the way you articulate, the way you carry yourself, you could be someone who is very caricaturish. You could be someone who uses your hands a lot, okay? You're very expressive. There's something about your eyes, almond eyes, okay? There's something about your smile. There's something about your face expressing it way before you speaking anything. So people view you to be someone who is good at articulating and very expressive, okay? You have a very expressive face to you, beautiful features. Your physical beauty is standing out in equal proportion to that of your inner beauty. And this is so beautiful. Pile number 2, after a very long time, I'm doing such a light-hearted reading, and I'm so happy and so glad to read for you, to be very honest, okay? People are also viewing you to be someone who's a very good mother. Now, you need not literally be a mother for that. If you are a mother, then people are viewing you to be a superb mother, an excellent mother, okay? And if you're not someone who's a mother, people feel that whenever you're going to reach that stage in your life, if ever you do, then you're going to be an excellent mother. That is because they have observed how you treat animals, how you treat kids, and how you treat people in general. There's a lot of mothering and nurturing quality to you. And this exists in the men also who are listening to this reading. So if, you are a father, and even if you're not a father, then people just feel that you are, or you're going to be a very good father. And you have motherly qualities to you in proportion. So there's this beautiful energy to you where it's just that regardless of your gender, your feminine energy flows through everything that you do. From the way you talk, to the way you carry yourself, to the way you walk, to the way you dress up, everything, okay? People are also viewing you to be someone who believes in the magic of the universe, or who believes in a higher power. And for everybody, this higher power is going to be different. So just see how it resonates with your story, with your life. But people feel you're very protected, you're taken care of, you're on the right path, and you wait for things to kind of work out. You believe in divine intervention. You believe in waiting for your time, or waiting for the right time. And you kind of follow the script of the universe as well, even if things do not work out for you. Like, you're someone who doesn't give up that easily. You're someone who knows that if something is being delayed, it is for a reason. And that is because of the relationship that you have with the universe, or with any higher power, or God for that matter. So your people are viewing you to be someone who has a beautiful relationship with the spirit world. And they just feel that you are very supported, you are taken care of, and you're always guided. Regardless of what happens, where you are in your life, something or the other happens that takes care of you. And that is one of the reasons as to why you are so contented, so happy, and so in your happy-go-lucky kind of an energy most of the times. Currently, people are viewing you to be someone who's very passionate, someone who's a lot of fire, okay? I'm also hearing the word hot for you. Yes, you can be that giggly and happy-go-lucky kind of a person, and you can be that bubbly person as well, but simultaneously, you're also someone who is coming across to be very hot. People feel that you're steamy, you're full of fire, and there's a lot of passion that you ooze out, even if you do not try. Rather, in your reading, I strongly feel that you don't try. You don't try to be anybody except for who you truly are. And because you're so true to yourself is why you are so loved, adored, admired, and just, I don't know what to say, because there's something about your light. You have a flame within you, and it always burns bright. So people can like you, they can dislike you. some people can even hate you for that matter. I know hate is a very strong word, but I'm simply telling you what I'm hearing. So some people can like you, dislike you, hate you, but there's nobody who can ignore you, because the weight of your light is so heavy. It's so heavy that you're for the center stage, my love. Whoever you are, you're not just a light worker. You are meant for the limelight is what I'm hearing. Now, in what way this is going to shape your reality or resonates with your reality or will in the future, time will tell. But here, you're very passionate. People are viewing you to be someone who's very passionate. And if you decide that you're going to do something, everybody knows that you're going to do it. Sooner, later, timelines don't matter. But if you set your mind to something, you will have it. So yes, I just feel that you are, I'd say, a charged up version of pile number 1, because your energy is heavy, not in a heavy sense, but I don't know how do I put this, man. I mean, your energy is so spiritually light, yet your impact is heavy. Yes, now I am able to articulate it in a better manner. So your impact, pile number 2, you're a firecracker, okay? And people are viewing you to be that firecracker because you light up everyone's world, okay? You are that person who everybody needs in their life. You're the life of the party. You're the life of so many people. You have no idea. And let me tell you, nobody in this life can replicate your energy, can forget you, can get over you. So if you have people from your past, it's my guarantee that they miss you. They might have tried to replace you. They have failed miserably. And there's nobody on this planet who will ever be able to match up to who you are. And this is how people are viewing you currently. And this is also what they're realizing about you, especially people who are not in your life at this point of time. The last message is very specific because I can feel that somebody is craving you energetically because you have that energy to you. When you give your energy has the power to change anybody's life for the better. And when you take that power back, that person instantly realizes that the magic was you and not them. And this is not to gas you up. I'm simply channeling messages for you, pile number 2. Now, I cannot help it if your energy is so beautiful. And I'm really glad that I could read for you because my mood got really better after reading for you, to be very honest. I feel very charged up. I feel really happy. And with this, we do come to the end of your reading, yeah. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please do like, share, comment and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So let's figure out how are people viewing you currently. For you, we have Three of Cups in reverse, Two of Cups upright. We have Peace in reverse. I'll cover this up. 1 second, please. Then we have Journal. and spend time with animals. Okay, now pile number 3. People are viewing you to be someone who is a no BS person. At least right now, your energies are screaming of the fact that you're not going to negotiate your boundaries for whatever reasons. People are viewing you to be that person who has very strong boundaries, whose cutoff game is very, very, very strong and very strict. I'm getting very strict vibes, okay? Where a lot of people don't know how to read you. A lot of people don't know what to do when it comes to you. Why? Because either they cannot tap into your energy, or you have isolated yourself, or just kept yourself so private that nobody is able to make sense of what you're doing in your life at this point of time, or what's happening in your paradise for real. Okay. Have you cut somebody off from your life is what I want to ask you. Because I feel that you have some people from your past who are talking about you at this point of time. Now, this could be some ex-friends, this could be an ex for that matter, or this could be someone who you recently cut off, a family member, a colleague, I don't know. But there is this energy of the people from the past who you are no more in touch with or contact with, where they are kind of sitting and not being able to make sense of what's happening in your life at this point of time. So in your pile, the energy is very nosy, it's very pokey, all right? People are viewing you to be someone who's happy on your own, yeah. To be very honest, I am not getting a lot of messages for you. And why is this happening is because people are not able to make sense of what you're truly doing in your life, or what's truly happening for real. Like, they can make assumptions, but they do not have a lot of information. Again, I would like to repeat myself, because either you are naturally very private, or you've recently become a very private person. Okay. In your pile, I'm getting multiple messages. So I will start giving you those messages. Now, please just take the messages that resonate with you and leave the rest for somebody else. Now here, if you have cut off some people from your past, then they just feel that you found somebody better. Okay. So they are viewing you to be someone who has moved on from them because you found somebody else. Now, this could be a new friend, a new girlfriend, a new boyfriend, or just someone who has filled up their space. Okay? If you have broken up with a love interest of yours, then I feel that people are viewing you to be someone who's not over your ex. Okay? They feel that the connection that you share with your ex is a soul bond. It's a soul level kind of a connection. And this is not the end of your story. You guys are going to come back to one another sooner or later. Because this connection is not a normal connection. It's not a usual connection. It is something that is beyond all of this. The people around you feel that, okay? And for those who are absolutely single with no strings attached from the past, not living in the past, then for you, people are viewing you to be very selective and they just feel that you're secretly dating someone, you're secretly going on dates, you're getting to know someone on a deeper level, or you're just exploring your options at this point of time. This can also resonate with those who are open to dating, even if they broke up with somebody else, because I'm getting this energy where people are viewing you to be someone who has either found someone or is on the verge of finding someone, or is kind of dating around, getting to know people, going on dates and just going on dating apps or something like that, or however, but just trying to get themselves a partner, or trying to have at least one person by their side who they can share their heart space with, who they can emotionally connect with or depend on for that matter. So now you see how any of this or all of this kind of makes sense. If it doesn't at all, then probably this is not your pile, not your reading, and we can always, choose another pile, or maybe wait for the next video to upload, okay? People feel that you are purposely taking break from everything that you were doing in the past, or that you have been doing all your life. Because right now, the way you are putting yourself out there, or the way you're behaving with the people in general, they just feel that there's something that's different to you, and this has happened because of something internal that you're going through. Now, for some of you, this could be, again, a heartbreak or a spiritual awakening, or some kind of a shake-up that has happened in your life that has led to you not being at peace with yourself. And because you are so shattered on the inside, or because something has been taken away from you, is why you have isolated yourself, or is why you are recharging, but I'd say in a very isolated manner or a secretive manner. People might have tea on you, but they do not have in-depth information when it comes to you. People are currently viewing you to be someone who might show themselves to be happy on social media, but for real are struggling. And they know that you're struggling, or they feel that you're struggling. Now, I don't know if, this is truly happening in your life. And that's why I said in the introduction as well that, this is someone else's perception of you. So might or might not be true to who you are or what's happening in your life for real. So take the messages accordingly. Why? Because people, they feel that there is something that's happening, and you need your time, you need your space, you need to come back to who you are, you need to recharge yourself, you need to recuperate, and that is what you're doing. You are in your zone, spending time with yourself, not interacting with people. You've cut people off from your life. You don't like to socialize, you don't like to go out. You are keeping to yourself because you are just trying to fill your own cup, because even you know that you cannot survive on empty. You will fall flat on your face, or you will crash. And people have noticed a shift in your vibration or a shift in your energy. And even if you've not put yourself out there, or you've not stated what you truly are going through, people feel that you are going through something and you are taking your good time, and that is why you're so self-invested. People are viewing you to be someone who is very secretive. I don't know why, but I'm getting the energy of someone who's just in their room. They've kept themselves very, very, very isolated, because they just don't feel like they want to be with anyone, or they want to share themselves energetically with anybody. Either you're energetically at a very sensitive point in your life, or this is the kind of vibe that you're giving off, because people don't know anything about you. I'll be blatantly honest over here. You're being very secretive right now, or people are viewing you to be someone who's being very secretive right now. So what they don't know, they cannot comment on, they cannot question that, they cannot kind of do anything about it, because they really do not know, okay? People are viewing you to be someone who is at home or feels at home with animals more than humans. So they are viewing you to be someone who has a beautiful bond with animals, or you probably love animals, or you love spending more time with them. Maybe you are that kind of a person who has zero friends, but you're so in love with animals that if you're just passing by, you're going to pat that street dog, or you're just going to adopt that street dog, or you're going to adopt a cat for that matter. I mean, your energy is that of an empath, where I just feel that people are viewing you to be someone who loves animals, who loves to be vulnerable with animals, or who loves to share their pain or just their energy with animals than humans, because either humans have disappointed you time and again, or there's something about you feeling safer with animals. Maybe the energy of animals is very healing for you, and they recharge you, they recharge your soul, and that is why you feel so connected to the animal kingdom. And that is why, again, probably is why people are viewing you to be someone who is choosing to spend more time with animals or with themselves than spending any time with another person, because either you're done with people, or people feel that you're done, disappointed, and you've had enough. When it comes to the humans, is what I feel. And some people also are viewing you to be that person who receives messages from animals. Okay, you could be an animal lover. Even animals could be very fond of you, and either you're a very good vet, or you're going to be a very good vet, or you have the gift of, I don't know what it's called, I don't even know if there's a term for that, but what I'm hearing right now is you're very good at communicating with animals. So you could be a very good interpreter in terms of understanding what that particular animal wants to say, or how that particular animal is feeling. Maybe you're a very good healer or Reiki healer, especially when it comes to animals. I'm getting that healer doctor vibes. So maybe that's what people are saying about you currently, or that's how they are viewing you currently. If you've been wanting to keep a low profile, pile number 3, then congratulations, you've succeeded at it. And people are viewing you to be very selective and very private, and that's about it. Why? Because they feel a part of you is healing at this point of time, and you need this isolation in order to come back into your element. Okay, so as of now, this is what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya!